Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you what I've been building for the past 1 week, which is part of my 6 week 6 projects challenge. I have a lot of ideas and I would like to build them as fast as possible just to get them out and move on to the next series of ideas that I have. So the first of them is ties. I call it ties because I really do not have any official name for it yet. So ties is a way for you to manage your connections. The problem I'm trying to solve with this personally is one I have where I meet a lot of people, but then I just forget about them. I would love to have one single place where I have everyone that I want to continuously keep up with. I want to have their contact in one particular place so I can always reach out to them, send them mails, schedule calls, and kind of manage my relationships and reach out to people I want to reach out to. So I'll start by showing you around the app, and currently it's open source and the code is going to be available on GitHub. So first I'll sign in to show you how the app looks like. I'll sign in with one of my dummy email addresses. Yep, so when I do this, I'm going to have a new mail here. I'm going to click on this to go to the dashboard, or the most important part of the app, which is the connection. So in this screen, this is where all the connections will be managed, and right now there are no connections, so I'll try to create one. Yeah, so I'm giving this modal where I enter the basic information that I want this connection to have. So as you can see, there's a full name, there's occupation, there's email addresses, which is the primary way to reach out to this contact, and there's the connection level, which is a way for you to kind of rank these connections. As you can see, acquaintances, casual friends, close friends, and intimate friends. And you could have a quick bio describing this person, and then you could go into more contextual information like how you met them, what value they can give to you, what value you can give to them, their interests, and then you can go into contact information. Now the only required fields are just this: connection name, friendship level, and email addresses. The rest of them are not required. So yep, so I wouldn't go through the hassle of trying to fill in this form, and I've prepared a seed script, which is just a Node.js script that is going to populate the database with a couple of connections. So yep, so I'm going to reload this and see how it looks. So right now we've just populated about maybe 10 or 11 connections. So the first thing I would like to show you is the actions you can perform. The first of them is to edit. Let's say you want to you eventually are not casual friends with Joel anymore and you want to make them close friends, you can, or intimate friends, you can just do this. Let's see, Joel Stutton, and then you can see that you're intimate friends with them now. And another action you can do is to reach out to them. So by reaching out to them, you are going to choose to either schedule a meeting or share an update. So these are the two types of reach out that I think make sense for now, like schedule a meeting or share an update or share an update. By scheduling a meeting, you want to say, hey, do you want to meet up sometime? And by sharing an update, you want to be like, hello, I found this stuff interesting, I don't know what you think of it. Basically, these are the two ways I think that I would use this. And then you can also see your connection history, which is going to show all the interactions you've had with this person. Let's say you scheduled a call with them last week, you last reached out to them in 3 months time. You'll be able to track all the activities with this person right here. So and then the next obvious one is to delete, obviously, which I'm not going to do right now. So the next view is the details view, which is going to show more information about this person. So as you can see here, we have their name, their occupation, the company that they work for, the country they live in, and a couple of things like your interests, if you have interests together, or what value they can give you. Basically all this information just laid out beautifully here. So as you can see, you're casual friends with them. So now this image here is just like a dummy image currently, and I plan to add some capabilities to allow you select more images if you want. So I'm going to show you how I envision the reach out to work. I'll start by first creating a new connection. Let's call him John Doe, and let's say he's a plumber. So I'll be using one of my valid email addresses, and I wouldn't want to put that on the screen. So I just created this user, and we're going to try to reach out to them. I can click on reach out here and select the kind of reach out. Let's say I want to schedule a meeting with them and say, hey, do you want to meet up sometime? And I can just paste a dummy message here to meet up. And I'm going to send this mail. Currently, this is working with a resend integration. Of course, I'm building with Next.js and the API routes, so I can send mails directly from the API routes in Next.js. So I'm going to send this mail right now. So yeah, I just sent this mail and I got it in my mailbox, and I'm going to talk quickly about how the integration is working. Resend has an API to send emails directly from the API routes in Next.js, and this is what I'm using. So if you can notice, you can see that the email address that this is coming from is onboarding@resend.dev. So I'm currently using one of their official emails as the from email. This is because currently my DNS is not resolved yet. I don't know why. It's been let's say it's been like a day or two since I requested for this, but it's not working. So the way I'm doing this is in the API route I have a Next.js route called send.ts, and this is the email address here. Yeah, so I just reached out to them, scheduling a meeting, and then in the history or in the reach out on the connection history, it's going to show here that you reached out to John Doe on 29th of October 2023. And then let's go back, and you can also see this in the edit in the table view. Yeah, so I'm going to show you the delete. It's pretty basic. Delete just works. I'm going to quickly talk about the stack I'm using to build this. So I first started with Vite, which was going quite well until I hit the roadblock of trying to send mails, and there's no way to send emails directly from a React app. So I had them to hook this up to Next.js and use the API route to just send these emails. And currently the UIs are built with Chatting UI and Tailwind CSS. So I'll quickly talk about the improvements I plan to make when I have time for this. So the first is to move to Next.js 14, and I'm currently using the pages router now, which is because I've not had a lot of time to explore the features in Next.js 13, and I want to do this at once for Next.js 14. So the next of them is going to be ChatGPT integration. I would love if ChatGPT could craft these reach out messages for me. I wouldn't need to do that because it's a lot of work, honestly. The next thing I want to work on is the table. Currently, this is just a basic table. I'm building this with React table or the Tanstack table, and I would like to add a lot of features like sorting, pagination, and filtering. Currently, this is just one simple table right now, and this was all I could do in 6 days. The next of them is the React query for caching. Right now, this is just a vanilla Next.js server-side rendered application, and there's a couple of places where I run into problems with this setup currently. So let's go to the details page, and if I try to reach out to someone now, I want this part of the UI to be updated when I reach out, but because of the way the application is structured right now, there is no way to do this. I have to move the state up a bit, and I really don't want to do that. So what I'm using for now is just a quite simple hack to just reload the page, and I honestly didn't want to do more than this, because if I had moved to React query, this would be as easy as just invalidating the cache for this particular data. Now the next of them is dark mode. Of course, I'm using Tailwind CSS, so it's going to be quite easy to do, but I didn't have the time for that. I feel like dark mode would slap honestly in this app, and I'm going to do it. The next feature I would love to work on is reminders. Now let me show you something quickly. I have a field here called reach out frequency, and I want this to be more flexible. Currently it's set at weekly, monthly, or yearly. I want this to be quite flexible. I want to have the possibility of twice monthly, twice in 6 months, and have that kind of date flexibility, so I can send reminders to the users when they need to reach out to people. For instance, if I set this to weekly, at the end of every week it's going to send me a mail and tell me, hey, you haven't reached out to this person in like a week. You said you would reach out to them, and that kind of stuff. So currently this isn't working because I needed some more time to work on the way to pick the frequency. Thank you for watching this video. If you're excited about what I'm going to be building next week, I'm going to be building a resume builder, and it's going to be quite flexible, and it's going to have a lot of templates, and I'm going to try to make it ATS scannable, which is like the application tracking system. And I'm excited for that next week. If you want to see that, consider subscribing to this channel, and you can always reach out to me if you want. And I forgot to add that this is entirely open source, and I'm going to leave a link to the GitHub repository down in the comments, and it's also self-hosted. I also forgot to mention I'm working with Supabase here, and right now you can just go and play with it and do whatever you want with it. And see you in my next video.